This is Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing. You are watching Sporting Icons. You don't need to be anywhere else.
Right, so I just watched a very brief interview with Eddie Hearn on Sky Sports. Of course, he just announced the Hughie Fury versus Povetkin fight. And of course, he's doing the presser for Anthony Fowler versus Brian Rose, etc. Now, of course, they asked him about the Dillian Whyte situation, as in the WBC suspending Dillian Whyte from the interim and mandatory position while they investigate what's going on with Dillian Whyte. And Eddie Hearn said exactly the same thing that I said yesterday, which is, it seems to be that we're living in an age now where people such as WBC, who have been doing Dillian Whyte very, very wrong for a long time, and it's just another added one, where it seems to be that he's guilty before innocent, when it's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, right? As of right now, Dillian Whyte is cleared to fight. He's passed UKAD and British Boxing Board of Control. We had their meeting. He was cleared to fight. He also passed VADA, which is the only protocol that the WBC need to concern themselves with UKAD and British Boxing Board of Control. That is so a fight can happen on UK soil. That's the only thing. So why the WBC have done this, I have no idea. And it does seem very sketchy. Very, very sketchy of the WBC. And I don't like the way that these guys are doing it. And it makes people point fingers at them as well. As in, why is it that you're doing this with Dillian Whyte, but you didn't do the same thing with like Luis Ortiz, etc., etc. And I was one of these people when Luis Ortiz didn't put the high blood pressure medication on the form and he failed VADA. The WBC didn't suspend Ortiz, but the WBA did. And I said that the WBA were wrong. And the WBA removed Luis Ortiz from the mandatory position. I said it was wrong of them to do it when the WBC passed. And that's VADA. Dillian Whyte passed VADA, which is the only protocol that the WBC require. It's the only thing that they require. So I don't quite understand why it is that they've done what they've done. Now, they may not intentionally making it or trying to make it look like Dillian Whyte is guilty, but by doing what they've done, they have made it look like, for a lot of people, this is confirmation to a lot of people that Dillian Whyte is guilty, which is unfair when not everything has been presented yet and the case hasn't been completed yet. Why not wait until all of it's all done, and if he's guilty, sort it out from then. If he's not, nothing needs to be changed. All it does is put a sour taste in people's mouths. The WBC have been doing Dillian Whyte dirty for a long, long time. A long time. And it's almost like they're acting because they want this to happen. Because they don't want him to fight Wilder. They don't want him as their champion. They've made it abundantly clear for the last couple of years now that they didn't. So this is just something else. And I know there's people out there who are, well, Dillian Whyte failed, so that's it, blah, blah, blah. Well, you don't know what he's failed. You don't know. And there's too many people jumping the gun. Too many people. We don't know any facts. The only fact that we know is we don't know the facts. That's the only fact. So I don't understand why people are jumping at is it because they don't like Eddie Hearn, they don't like Dillian Whyte, because Dillian Whyte said some things about Joshua or Wilder or Fury or Miller or whatever it may be. But ultimately, too many people want to be executioner and cutting out the judge and jury. What the WBC are doing is, isn't this against their own protocol? He's passed VADA. That is their only concern. He's passed VADA. So why they are even involved at this point is beyond me. Look at Eric Molina. Eric Molina failed a UKAD test, but the WBC still allowed him to go fight Dominic Brazil for the mandatory position. So what's the difference? Difference is Dillian Whyte is not American or Mexican and not a PBC fighter, which from the outside looking in, it appears that the WBC give favours and preferential treatment to them guys. Listen, WBC, okay, if you don't want Brits being there, if you don't want Dillian Whyte or Eddie Hearn fighters, just come out and say, we don't want that. We're going to stick to the PBC and any Mexican fighters and everyone else, you're not having the WBC. Just come out and say it. Stop wasting people's time. Because you're making it look like Dillian Whyte is guilty, when as of right now, he's not guilty. What will the final case be? We don't know yet. We really don't know. For me, I hope that Dillian Whyte's innocent. I believe that he's innocent. But I don't know any more than anybody else does. So people who say that the WBC were right to do this, why were they right? Their only protocol is VADA. And he's passed VADA. So Eddie Hearn is absolutely correct when he says that he doesn't understand it, why we're living in an age where you're guilty before being proven innocent. It seems to be totally roles reversed, and the WBC have been doing wrong by Dillian Whyte for a long time, and this is just an extra one on top of it. Dillian Whyte was cleared to fight against Oscar Rivas, and so far he's not suspended by the British Boxing Board of Control or UKAD, so therefore no action should have been taken by the WBC. Correct? Whether you like Dillian Whyte or not, this is how it should be. Drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you all on the next one.